This is the Cape Cross Seal Reserve, the largest seal colony in the world. During breeding season, this place can be home to as many as 200,000 Cape fur seals. It is located on the rugged Atlantic coast of Namibia, just a couple hours drive north of the beautiful city of Swakopmund. The seals congregate here to mate and to take advantage of the steady food supply in the waters nearby. Needless to say, I was stunned by the sight of so many of these interesting creatures hanging out in one single place. Sadly, it was time to say goodbye to the colorful sands of Sossusvlei. We packed up our things and headed straight through the Namib desert back to Windhoek. The drive back was just as gorgeous and picturesque as it was on the way there. Zach had to get back to Bangkok, so once we arrived in Windhoek, I dropped him off at the airport. Barreling through the Namib desert certainly made this the most interesting airport transfer I've seen in a long while. Once I dropped off Zach in Windhoek, I headed west for the beautiful seaside city of Swakopmund. It's a stunningly picturesque seaside city on Namibia's Atlantic coast, and is famous for its beautiful German architecture, which can be seen all over the city. It's also famous for its beautiful red and white lighthouse, which has stood there for more than 120 years. Once you enter Swakopmund, you immediately feel a temperature drop, as the average temperature here is much lower than in most other parts of Namibia. This gorgeous town is a fantastic place to perch yourself for a few days, as the surrounding area is full of fantastic places to go and things to see, such as the Cape Cross Seal Reserve and the Instagrammable Sandwich Harbor. After catching up on some much-needed sleep and getting a great night's rest, I headed north of Swakopmund towards Cape Cross. The drive to Cape Cross takes between 1.5 and 2 hours, and the road is exceptionally smooth and easy to navigate, albeit extremely desolate. You may only see a handful of cars and trucks on your way up. My first stop was at the Zila shipwreck, which sunk off the shore back in 2008. It is one of the many wrecks that dot the shores off of Namibia's infamous Skeleton Coast. The waters are choppy and turbulent, which is why so many ships have sunk here. The wreck looks like a ghost ship, especially since it has basically been taken over by huge flocks of Cape cormorants, which are a common seabird seen in both Namibia and South Africa. The landscape up towards Cape Cross is basically big sky country. The horizon feels like it stretches on forever, and the sky seems to merge with the land in all directions. I pulled over on the side of the road just to take a few minutes and appreciate this beautiful place. It's not every day you stand somewhere so quiet, vast, and desolate. Once you arrive at the seal reserve, you are immediately hit with the overwhelming smell of ammonia, which is a result of so much seal urine on the beach. I would highly recommend bringing a mask or a balaclava with you to help with this. After you pay for your park ticket, you drive a bit further into the reserve where you can park your car. There is a well-maintained boardwalk that you can follow right through the middle of the colony. It is certainly best not to leave this boardwalk, as seals can easily become aggressive. Watching the seals interact with one another was somewhat comical. Some were taking a sunbath, while others were riding the surf just off the rocky coast. There were constant fights between the seals, and I noticed just how quickly one of these cute-looking creatures can turn ferocious. They have massive teeth, and no matter how cute they appear, they are still predators of the sea. Before heading back to Swakopmund, I went to the Cape Cross Lodge, which is just a kilometer or so from the seal reserve and sits right on the beach. However, it was fairly empty when I arrived there. After spending an afternoon with the seals, it was the perfect place to relax, grab a coffee, and enjoy a slice of delicious chocolate cake before hitting the road and heading back to Swakopmund for the evening.